It's the mom life.
Hey everyone, welcome to another Living in the Moment with B.
And Steph. And this episode is really exciting. We've gotten a couple people reaching out to us asking about hospital bags. And we hadn't even really thought of that. So we thought that was a great idea to go over what we packed for our hospital bags. I know sometimes, well, as a first time mom, it definitely felt really overwhelming for me because you get a lot of just, I guess, feedback or information about what you need. And I kind of felt like I definitely overpacked. Do you think you took too much stuff or you were good?
Oh, yeah, I feel like when I went, I had this huge list that a lot of people gave me, and I didn't use almost anything.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
you're just in survival mode, and then you leave with a bunch of luggage. And, my poor husband's going up, and he like went up and down 3 times to get us situated, and it was all for none.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I do like this idea because I was like you, I was just scavenging everywhere trying to find what to take. You don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
And everyone's different. Some mamas like a little extra, but overall, I don't really think you need a lot.
Yeah, definitely. I guess it's hard too, especially if you're a first time mom and you're like trying to figure out what the heck to pack for baby too. That was a little overwhelming for me. Like, I have no idea. So I guess we can start there, right? With baby stuff.
Yes. So I don't have a lot, but I do have a little bit. Did you have anything for the baby?
I mean, honestly, I don't know if I did take stuff for Maddie, but I don't think we used any of it. We thought we used the hospital put the onesies on her. I know they gave us the option about whether or not to give her the bath, but we did have them do that. So they used, and you had talked about this one in a previous one. They used their own little tub, their own soaps. They had the little head sponge for her. And then that their onesies were provided, and I think she stayed in that the whole time because we weren't there very long. The hat they had, the blankets they had, the swaddle blankets they had. So I mean, really, I think for that, if you want to like take pictures of your baby in their own little namesake stuff and that type of stuff in the room, then you can do that, like take your own blankets, your own hat, your own onesies and stuff. But I didn't actually need anything for her.
Well, and I think that kind of falls for everything in the hospital. You really don't need anything because the hospital will actually provide everything for you.
Yeah.
It's just the quality, or if you're looking for certain brands or certain things you're accustomed or used to. For baby, I will say I did take a going home outfit. So I did change my baby, and I did take him PJs, although I don't think we changed them often because we were in and out like you.
Yeah.
I had a C-section, so I stayed 2 nights. And yeah, I think he wore whatever they put him at first, and then we changed him for his going home outfit. I did take his own blankets. They do have the hospital blankets, but those are kind of hard for me. I don't think he noticed. Like, I don't think it bothers the babies,
Yeah.
but for me, I mean, I did take his own blanket. I did take bottles. I don't know for what you don't. Well, I guess if you're gonna formula feed, you can take your bottles. But I think that the formula that we used for supplement is they're already in their own little bottle, right? Is that what you used?
Yeah, that, and they gave that to us too. Yeah. But she honestly, she didn't eat a lick of food the entire time we were there, which I won't go into that again. But they didn't bring us that until we left. So
yeah, and they say the first day the babies don't eat, right? Because they're just overwhelmed with everything.
Yeah.
And I don't remember JJ eating. The next day, though, is like he was starving. But again, all they take is a drop. And so I took, I was attempting to breastfeed, which I did end up doing. But I did take my breast pump, and the hospital actually told me to take it. Even though there's not much, you're not really using it the second or first day or first, second day, but they said the nurse will help me set it up if I have any questions.
Oh, that's really beneficial that they would have helped you use it. Yeah. And figure it out.
Right. So even like as a new mom, I didn't know what to do. I took it. They helped me set it up, and she said, okay, this is what you're pressing. This is how you put it. And I mean, just for that, it was well worth taking. So if your hospital offers that, that's peace of mind. And then the only other thing I would say is car seat.
Oh,
and you have to take that one because the hospital won't let you leave without it.
Yeah.
So again, I said car seat, blanket, bottle, which the hospital will provide, a breast pump if your hospital is willing to show you, and then if you just want a going home outfit. But really, your baby just wants mama. Like a majority of the time, you're just going to be holding your baby, and the hospital will provide everything, even for mama. And so we'll get into mama stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, even if you show up, you're going to survive and leave okay. Like if you show up with nothing, you and the baby are going to be
obviously,
just fine.
if you show up with nothing, they'll give you most of what you need, I think.
I would still say for mama, now that we're going to jump into mama, take your own toiletries. But if you miss something, guys, they really have it all on hand. And if
that
not,
I don't
they have
know.
stores
if
downstairs.
I mean, yeah, definitely the stores. Like that's what I found to be the best way that I went about it, was like stuff that you would need if you're going to a hotel, you know, like your own personal comforts that you like, your own face wash, you know, your own toothpaste, your own moisturizer, your own shampoo and conditioner. I suppose they could give you all of that, but that stuff I found was like a necessity for me. If we had just shown up and didn't have time to get anything, I would have made my husband go get that stuff, because I would have been uncomfortable.
Right, and that's what I said. That's just comfort. Like if you prefer your own or don't want to spend, because I'm not saying that you show up and they have like this bad set for you. Obviously they don't.
Right.
So take your own items, or you are going to be paying an arm and a leg for a tiny toothbrush and shampoo downstairs.
Right.
But yeah, like you said, hotel size, like minimal. Don't be taking all your big old bottles and making it crazy, guys. It's a quick stay.
Super quick. Shower shoes would definitely recommend, because that's
your own towel.
Yeah, your own towel. I think
they have some, but
just to feel comfortable, especially after you have a baby. I feel like you feel really uncomfortable, just like in your body, in general, you know, and so any little comforts like that. Your own pajamas, they'll give you, you know, the little curtain, whatever it is, the little, you know, what is it called?
Nightgown, the gown.
Yeah, I guess like a plain little nightgown. Yeah, a hospital gown. But I took my own pajamas for afterward, and that was nice too. And
I did too. And so on pajamas, for me anyways, because I had a C-section, and so of course you have a cut. I like the pajamas that don't have a bottom.
Oh, okay, yeah, like a nightgown too, just your own.
Nightgown,
yeah, your own.
And I've never worn like nightgowns growing up. I always had like pajama pants. So I felt like my mom.
Yeah.
I'm just like in a long nightgown, like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I've reached this point in my life.
Yeah.
But if you're doing a C-section and it's scheduled, and you know, that's just a good recommendation, because pajama pants are going to put pressure on you.
Your own going home outfit. I mean, sweatpants, you know, something simple. But
yeah, that I did wear pants for to leave, because you're walking and going in and out of a car.
Yeah. Slippers to wear around the room itself. Like I have a thing about being barefoot in those places, so shower shoes and slippers.
I that you're like to be barefoot at home.
Yeah, so
I
that you
have to have socks
walking around on that yucky floor.
And make sure they're slip-ons. I mean, take whatever you want, but slip-ons are the high recommendation, because you don't have time to be bending over and tying things or tucking them in the back. Like you just want to slip in and waddle to the bathroom,
right?
And then back to the bed, because there's not much you can do the first 2 days. As far as clothing, I would also add nursing bras. I don't even think I wore a bra the whole time I was there. But once your milk comes in, you will not stop wearing bras, because your milk will not stop. I didn't realize that. It just keeps coming out all the time. But nursing bras are good, because you will get comfortable. My nurse did allow me to pump a little to kind of get things going. And so it was cool to just be able to do that with the nursing bra and have the help there.
Right.
To do it. And then tanks too. Yeah, and then even tanks. Don't be taking shirts like this, because if you're breastfeeding, it's easier to just
but the
pop it out.
Pajamas for sure. Yeah.
So anything that you can get the girls out quick, you know, feeding time. Yeah. I say that's the best for baby, right? That's the goal. That's all they want. They just want to eat.
Yeah. I think along with that, the for mom, like the personal hygiene stuff like the pads and that type of thing, the hospital will give you them. But I absolutely hated that mesh underwear pad situation that they had going on. Like, I thought that was horrible. So I know a lot of what I read was like, oh, you don't take your own underwear because it's going to get ruined. I don't care. I wanted to be comfortable in my own stuff. So I didn't mind that. Again, that's like a personal preference thing. But I took my own stuff, and then even like my own diaper type underwear situation, because yeah, I thought that was better for me.
And I would say even just to prep outside of the hospital, buy extra pads like at home.
Oh, for
Have
home.
them,
Yeah, your home stuff, right?
yeah, because I didn't even think of that. I was thinking of the hospital. I didn't think of that getting home, and then I get home and I'm like,
Crap.
yeah,
Yeah.
I need something.
And you know what? A
Because
lot of what I saw was like, oh, the hospital will send you home with so much stuff. No, they didn't give me any extra of any of that stuff. There
yeah,
wasn't
and so
extra stocked in my room for me to take. Like, so yeah, you do need to be prepared at home too a little bit.
and I did mention last time my nurse did say, hey, take everything here because if not, we're going to touch it. It's already been open. It's in your room. It's yours. But yeah, it wasn't like extra stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah, same thing. I didn't have, I ended up coming home, buying a bunch of pads and my own mesh underwear, or whatever, underwear, whatever. Because yeah, I didn't like theirs. And like you said, they don't give you enough.
Right.
They only give you for the stay and maybe one extra day.
Yeah.
So it's not a hotel, people.
Yeah.
Get it together.
Yeah. Another thing I would say was good to have was snacks. Not just
That's a big
for
one.
me, but for my husband too.
Big
Because
one.
it's hard to, be asking someone to go get you stuff depending on who's there. If you have visitors like in and out, again, it's a super short time period that you're even there at all. So yeah, just have some quick stuff to grab is a lot easier than waiting for someone to go find you, whatever you're asking for.
Yeah, and snacks are good for even like overnight because my baby would not sleep. And so that's like our little energy boost, right? It's like, okay, your turn, your turn, your turn. But you're surviving. I was surviving on trail mix.
Yeah.
Like it really just keeps you up. But speaking of surviving, my big thing, and we talk about this all the time and we always will, right? Water and electrolytes. I will say take some electrolytes with you. I was so hydrated before I gave birth, which I feel is a testament to my healing because it was so fast. I feel like I was walking like nothing. And even afterwards I felt fine. But yeah, I did take my own electrolytes and drank it while I was there, and yeah, easy, smooth sailing. I feel that's a big one.
For sure.
Hair ties. Hair ties. Did you take that?
I did. Yep. I bought a whole brand new pack and threw it in
Clips,
the bag that was
hair
ready
ties.
to go.
Yeah, whatever you can.
Whatever you use,
get on your nerve.
stuff that you're used to, like, is important. Phone charger, AirPods,
extra long
whatever
phone charger
stuff. Yeah.
I will say, and I know a lot of people take a lot of entertainment stuff. I didn't have time for any entertainment. Like, I don't know.
Oh, like books
or like books or TVs or like, oh my God, quick story. So we were leaving the hospital and we see this guy, this cholo. He's walking out from the hospital with this huge like LD TV.
Oh my gosh.
And my husband, like, we're passing him and right, he already feels like, because he's like angry, and my husband's like, hey, are you all right, man? You need help? And he's all, man, F this freaking hospital. They won't even let me bring my TV to watch my show. And he like throwing a, but
I was going to say, was it football season? Because I could see my husband doing something like that. I need to watch this on my own TV.
JJ was born right after Thanksgiving. So yeah,
it's football season. Season. That's hilarious. So I wonder if that's what he was trying to watch.
Oh, probably, maybe. I mean, he was like, and I mean, it was huge compared to him. He was small and he was like,
that's
like,
hilarious.
So anyways, I'm like, man, people really take entertainment serious.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I know sometimes
I didn't get to do much.
People are in the hospital a lot longer, right? So maybe in that case, you would want some of your own stuff like that. But no, for just a quick little overnight, which is basically what we were there overnight. No, I didn't need any entertainment stuff.
Well, and
the AirPods I like just to talk on the phone. So that's just something I use instead of, speakerphone or holding the phone.
Well, and I feel like AirPods would have been good even for my own relaxing with the baby. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
Like holding him at night. Yeah, so I think that that's good.
Yeah. Let me think of anything else.
And then I know I said charger. I don't know if I said extra long charger.
Yeah,
that's
you
a
did.
big one because you're not gonna have plugs everywhere.
Right.
You would think they would put them by the bed, and sometimes they do, but not always.
Yeah, you'd think, but
yeah. And that's your entertainment essentially. I feel like everything's in your phone.
Your phone,
right? Like,
yeah.
So yeah, loose, comfortable clothes, things you can slip in and out. If you're gonna breastfeed or bottle feed, if you have questions, you can take some of that. I wouldn't take everything because again, you're gonna be legging things in, in and out.
It's a long walk. Yeah.
I will say also, if you plan to breastfeed, take some nipple balm because it was very painful.
They didn't have that for you?
They gave me like a tiny little bit.
What a rip, honestly.
Right.
Like, my gosh.
Of all the things, I'm like, my skin is tearing. It feels like it's exploding. Like I have a tear, and they're like, well, here you go. And luckily one nurse at night, she felt bad, and she's like, I'm going to give you another one. Just,
Yeah.
But yeah, so take your own nipple balm because they do give you a little one, but that was big for me. I feel like I used that the first month or two with JJ until we finally got the rhythm going.
I can't believe they wouldn't just give you that. That blows my mind.
They did, but it would again, it's like a hotel,
give you enough.
Oh yeah,
Oh
yeah,
crazy.
That's a big one. And then if you guys, if it must be said, don't forget your ID, don't forget your wallet, your insurance card, and if you have a birth plan, I read that you should take those. So if you're very strong about the birth plan that you've chosen, you can take that with plan A and plan B if things don't go accordingly, and you give that to your nurse or to your doctor and they have it for you.
They did ask me that. The nurse asked me, do you have a birth plan? Did you bring it with you? My husband and I look at each other like, our plan is to have the baby.
Our plan is to make it.
That's about it. So whatever you guys tell us to do, we're good.
Well, some people feel very strongly about birth plans. I wasn't even asked, but I had a scheduled C-section because of my blood clot thing. So, I didn't even get the question. But I know some people do, and they're very like, this is all I want, nothing else. But if something happens, here's my plan B.
Right.
So take it in writing, y'all, and they will honor it, or they will try to honor it as best as they can.
Yeah.
If that's important to you.
Yeah.
And then also let them know if you plan on keeping the placenta. I think all of that is done beforehand, but your nurses and them will check with you.
I think they asked me that too before. Yeah.
Right.
I think
if you're going to keep the placenta, and if you already have whatever company is going to, and so they'll work all of that out for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, easy peasy, toiletries,
straightforward
stuff.
Shower shoes. Yeah. That's like literally the top of my list.
Just imagine shoes. Like Stephanie said, imagine going to a hotel, a quick hotel stay, and you're going to shower in the public pool.
Yeah.
Like,
you know what I did take that I didn't use? My hair dryer, my hair stuff. Like, I took a shower, I washed my hair, but I was not about to be combing it, so that was unnecessary.
No, you don't have time.
I think I took makeup just to have, because I take it on hotel stay. Also, didn't use. So that stuff I wouldn't really stress over. My skincare stuff, which is very minimal, face wash and moisturizer, but beyond that, no.
I didn't even do, I don't even have a routine. So I didn't even do any of that. But I have seen people say take lip balm.
Oh, I take that everywhere too. Yeah.
Yeah, and so if you stay hydrated, you will not need lip balm. So
I don't know. I need it all the time.
Well, I was gonna say that because you drink more water than I do, and you say you use lip balm
all the time.
I didn't realize you use
constantly, and it's Vaseline because I'm actually allergic to anything except that. But I think that part of it might be that I have just gotten my lips so used to having it. I've used it since forever, since I was a kid, and so now if there's nothing on them, they just feel dry.
So your body,
me,
like
I'm
that
just
part
used
of your
to
body
it.
does, yeah. I think that, because you drink a lot of water.
Yeah.
But that's what a doctor told me once, and I'm like, okay. And I've never had to use it because I always drink water.
That's a fun fact.
And then when I start to feel dry, I'm like, yeah, I'm dehydrated.
Yeah.
And it goes away. So I don't know. Maybe he gave me the sugar pill, and I feel, I don't know.
Who knows?
But yeah.
Another thing they give you is a water bottle. So if you're like me, the emotional support water bottle girlies, you don't need that. They will give you your own little water jug and constantly go fill it up for you all day and night. So that's nice. I think that's it. Again, just straightforward hotel stay type mindset. And then, like B said, for a little bit of extras, your breast pump, if you want them to show you, anything extra that you want for the baby, if you want them in their own clothes, your own blankets for them, stuff like that, lotions, body washes, if you want your own stuff, then.
And it's a hospital, so if you're germaphobe, just think of it, like I said, like a public swimming pool,
Yeah.
bathroom.
Yeah.
Everyone touches it, even though they say they clean it. So if you're germaphobe, take whatever you need to, but y'all, you're gonna be so tired. It's gonna flash before you. Half the stuff you won't even need. You're just gonna try to go in and get out of there.
Yeah, I mean, we were literally there one night, so
I was there 2 nights.
nothing was really needed that badly.
Other than sleep.
Yeah, just my pajamas. That was like all I wanted.
Yeah. So, well, we'll go ahead and list everything down below so y'all can see just a quick reference.
Yeah.
I know we're very minimal, but that's what the hospital stay really is. It's minimal.
Yeah.
People make a bigger deal than
People
it
make
is,
a huge deal. So I think it's important that you guys hear this message too, that like it's not, you don't need this huge list of stuff. So hopefully that was helpful.
You guys. Yeah, thank you guys for asking questions and being involved.
We appreciate it.
Really appreciate it.
Yeah,
so we'll catch you
guys
next time.
Next week. Bye.
Living in the moment, it's the mom life.